This is going to be Sagittarius relationship read for November 2019. Thank you so much for finding my channel. If you're new here, please like, subscribe, and share. And if you're not new here, welcome back. I'm new to YouTube, so I really appreciate every time somebody subscribes. Okay, so we're going to get 2 oracle cards followed by a full relationship spread, and then we are going to close with the romance angels, which tells you how to progress with what you just found out about the relationship. Okay, so for you, for the month Sagittarius, you have teaching and learning. Keep an open mind and learn new ideas, then teach those ideas to others. So this is in direct relation to the partner that you're with or the person that you're dealing with for November. And let's see where their energy is. Sagittarius, that's a lot of energy. We're not going to take it. Clairsentience. Archangel looks like ragu. It's R-A-G-U-E-L. Notice your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. Okay. Clairsentience is one of the hardest psychic abilities to understand or to even know that you have. I have clairsentience and claircognizance. And clairsentience is like the ability to feel energies and to feel things physically that are going on around you. So that's for them for the month. Okay, let's get the moon deck guidance. You have expect a powerful change, okay? And it's going to be a powerful month. We've got the retrograde, so there's going to be a lot of powerful energies that go around. Too much. For them, nothing yet is set in stone. It's mutable, okay? So whatever the situation is, it's not set in stone for them, okay? Sagittarius. Now let's get down to the nitty-gritty, which is the tarot. You expect a powerful change, teaching and learning. You have the magician. The magician is a teacher. He knows everything. He can manifest anything. He harnesses the power of the universe, almost like alchemy, to make anything happen, okay? He has the ability to make anything happen, to manifest anything he wants, okay? Okay, let's see your feelings towards the person you're dealing with. King of Swords in reverse with the 3 of Wands, okay? You want to set out, they could be at a distance, but you want to set out on a journey, okay? You've done a lot of work and you're waiting for the gains of that work, for the reward of that work, but you're waiting for it to come in, but you're not doing it in the right manner, okay? You're being aggressive about it and almost manipulative, okay? And that's the magician. The magician energy can make anything happen, but your feelings are you just want to manipulate how you get there. And I don't mean that in a bad connotation, so don't take it that way. And you see them as the 6 of Pentacles. So you see them as either really charitable or giving equally to the relationship, okay? For them, they're the 8 of Swords in reverse. So they were stuck, but they're not stuck anymore. They were stuck in a spot. They were stuck in their head, but they're not anymore. Not at all. Their feelings for you are, and this is probably to do with the retrograde, you know, everybody's kind of all wonky. You've got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and I take that as retrograde energy because the Wheel of Fortune spins, and this is in reverse, okay? So their feelings are kind of backpedaling and almost like the bad luck energy, but it's like every time they try, it goes backwards. And they have the Six of Cups, which is a soulmate card. You know, it's also nostalgia for the way things used to be. Nostalgia. And the King of Wands in reverse. So they're nostalgic for the way things used to be, but they feel like every time they do something, they can't do it right. Which is the King of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune going backwards. Every time they try and do something, they don't do it right. Those are their feelings for you. They want to, but they just don't. They just can't seem to make it happen, which is why they have that Eight of Swords energy, okay? Let's see how they're seeing you for the month of November. Five of Pentacles. Is that you ghosted them, you left them in the cold, you blocked them? You've got this great energy of the Magician, and they're the Eight of Swords in reverse, you know what I mean? With the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. They have the Five of Pentacles on their side. Oh, I didn't even get the middle. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay. See the energy between the two of you? Six of Wands in reverse. The energy between the two of you is private. You're trying to keep things under wrap. You don't want everybody... And Hermit. You're trying to keep things under wrap. You either... It's like non-victorious, or I feel like it's more public. You just don't want people to know what's going on behind closed doors, what's going on in your relationship, what's going on between you guys, and what's blocking you is the Hermit. So going inside and healing, finding the divine purpose of this relationship or of yourselves. You need to go on soul searching is what's blocking you. Somebody needs to soul search, okay? And I feel like that's directly next to the Three of Wands, which is waiting for something to come in. I feel like you're waiting for them to soul search and find themselves, okay? And we have the Eight of Pentacles, which is the outcome, which is somebody either they're working on it, but no matter what they do, they can't do it right. They're not working on it productively, which is kind of the energy of their feelings, or they're giving up working on it. We're going to get the clarifiers, which is really going to give more detail in depth on what's going on. Okay, let's clarify the Magician, which is an amazing energy for you to have for the month, especially in a retrograde. Ugh, I'm definitely not the Magician in a retrograde, let me just tell you that. So you have the Four of Cups in limbo, okay? You have the Magician, the Four of Cups in limbo, and the Strength card. The Four of Cups is mourning the loss of something that you didn't even have, but you're not. You're just kind of about it. Like you're not coming out of it. You're not like you're just, it's there, and you're not paying it any attention. Okay, there was a loss. There was something that wasn't what you thought it was, but you're ignoring it because why should you give it any attention when you're the Magician with the Strength card? You have the strength to make anything happen. You're doing amazing this month. November is like, you're rocking November. As a person, you're rocking it. Let's see where your feelings are for them. Let's clarify that. First, I want to clarify the King of Swords, and thank you. Ugh, the King of Swords in reverse with the King of Pentacles in reverse. Your feelings are just like not having it. You feel like your feelings are just not having it. Let's clarify the Three of Wands. The finances, the earthly part, which is like finances, home, are completely a wreck, and so are thoughts and emotions are manipulative. Not emotions, thoughts are manipulative, but you're wishing and waiting for them. You've got the Three of Cups clarified by the Nine of Cups. You're wishing and waiting for them to come back, for them to live up to whatever it is that the Four of Cups was, okay? You're wishing and waiting, but they're just two kings reversed. Their logic is all kind of screwy and manipulative, and they can't manage to make anything happen. And their finances, their earthly part of them is all kind of conjumbled. It's just not. Your feelings are wishing that would be better, basically, or wishing they would come back, because you have the Three of Wands. So if they're at a distance, you're wishing and waiting, but they don't have the finances or the logic to make it happen. So Six of Pentacles, let's clarify how you're seeing them. King of Wands in reverse. They're all the kings in reverse with the Seven of Wands. So you see them as they're just not in a good place, which is why they have the Eight of Swords. They're just not in a good place, which is why they have the Eight of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And the King of Wands is, you're seeing them as they are. You see it real because their feelings are the King of Wands, and you see them as the King of Wands, both in reverse. But you're still giving. It's still, even in all of that, you're still balanced in the middle of it. I feel like Seven of Wands, and you see them as putting their defenses down. If they were blocking you, they're unblocking you. Let's clarify the Eight of Swords in reverse. They're coming out of their head. There was heartbreak over something. We have the Three of Swords. They're heartbroken over something, and they're trying to move forward. They finally know which direction to go. They finally know which direction to go. They have all these kings in reverse. The only king that's not in reverse is the King of Cups. Their feelings are not in question. Everything else in the world is. They have no idea how to do anything in this lifetime except for love. The Chariot, the Chariot represents them. The Three of Swords, which is a heartbreak, and they're heartbroken over the situation. I feel like they're heartbroken from being away from you or not being able to make the union come together is really what I feel. And that could be retrograde, putting the wedge between you guys for a purpose. But the Chariot, they are the Chariot. They know how to get there. They're trying to get there. They know how to get there. The Hermit goes, and the Hermit and the Chariot both follow the star. And you have both, what's blocking you is the Hermit, and they are the Chariot. So you have the two pieces, you just have to get to the star. Okay, but the Wheel of Fortune's going in reverse, so you can't get there if you're going backwards. And that's where they're at. And I feel like this is retrograde energy, so mid-December, after the shadow phase is over, this should go and should be okay, okay? Let's continue, but I don't think November it's going to get anywhere, but that's solely because of the retrograde, not because of their feelings. They just, no matter, it's a one step forward, two steps back. That's where they're at. One step forward, two step back. Okay, let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Eight of Swords again. They're just so, they don't know how to get out of their own way is what the problem is. It's so easy. The Eight of Swords is an easy card. There is a giant gap in the swords, but they have a blindfold on. They need somebody to help them through the swords because they can't see the way out. That's what the Eight of Swords is. So the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse, and they've got the Two of Pentacles. They keep going in circles, but they can't get themselves out of it. They couldn't anyway, but they're Eight of Swords in reverse now. So this is the situation they were in, and that's why they were heartbroken about it, because they wanted to walk out of it. They just didn't know how. And let's clarify the Five of Swords. So there was some sort of Five of Swords clarified by the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is that nostalgia, soulmate, going back to the beginning kind of feeling, okay, of love. Past life, also past life love. And there was conflict. There was betrayal, arguments, not Seven of Swords, but Five of Swords energy, but they were coming out of it. They're on the right path, but every time they take a step forward, it's two steps back, and that's retrograde energy. And let's clarify the King of Wands. This is all their feelings, because a lot of cards came out. Their feelings are kind of all over the place. King of Wands. King of Wands in reverse, clarified by the Knight of Wands in reverse. They don't know how to manage it, and every time they try, they're so in and out. They're really kind of a hot mess. Your partner's a hot mess for the month. One step forward, two steps back. Okay, let's see. Let's clarify the Five of Pentacles, which is how they're seeing you. They're seeing you as ghosted, blocked, or left out in the cold, okay? Or even possibly having financial problems, but it could be that they want to help you financially, but they're just such a hot mess that they can't. Let's clarify the Five of Pentacles. And Seven of Swords reversed. There was a big, you got the Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords in reverse. You both hurt each other, but who did it worse? That's kind of where we're at. They see you as the Seven of Swords. You see they are the Five of Swords. Both in reverse. So you guys are healing from that. You're coming out of it, okay? The Page of Pentacles is in reverse. So there's no kind of, they see you as not making that offer, okay? And you're hurt, left out in the cold. That's how they see you, okay? And you're not coming towards them. And that's the energy between you guys is Six of Wands, which is like defeat, you know. It could be you're trying to keep it out of the public eye, but mostly I feel like at this point it's defeat. And the Sun in reverse. The Sun in reverse. And a lack of justice. Okay, so it hasn't been fixed, and they're all over the place. They want to come and rush in. They got the Chariot. They want to come and rush in and fix it, but they're so heartbroken. And you are just kind of, you're the Four of Cups in limbo. So you're just like, yeah, I'm just not going to pay it any mind. I'm the Magician and the Strength card. I'm just going to ignore it. I'm going to ignore it. You're wishing and waiting and you know, standing there waiting for them in your feelings, but you're like, I'm just not going to pay attention to that. Okay? Because you feel like your feelings are the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles in reverse, you know? And you see them as the King of Wands in reverse. They can't make it happen. And you want to have a new beginning. Or you see them as wanting to have a new beginning. But right now, there's too much healing. What's blocking you is the Hermit. There needs to be some deep healing. There needs to be some deep healing here. Let's see. Six of Cups again in reverse. So they have their feelings are Six of Cups. What's blocking you is Six of Cups in reverse. Okay, going back and healing. Going back and healing. And this is past life energy, I feel, Sag. And Venus is transiting Sagittarius at the very end of October. So that's going to bring up the past life karma, the past life issues, past life energies and feelings too. Okay, and it's in your zodiac. So it's going to be really emotional with the retrograde. Okay. The outcome is the Five of Cups. So like I said, for it, which is mourning, the mourning a loss, okay? Not working on it anymore, mourning a loss. So I feel like at least in November, nothing is going, you're not going to come back into union. Let's see if we get any more. But I feel like that is better, you know? It's better that it happens that way. Yeah. Because then when it does happen after the retrograde, if it happens after the retrograde, it's going to be more stable. Any decisions made in the retrograde have to be revisited and redone after the retrograde because feelings change after the retrograde, okay? You guys have to make the decision to have a new beginning. It has to be a conscious decision, okay? And I feel like that's not happening in the month of November, but the possibility for it to happen is there, okay? You guys need to heal some past issues, okay? If not past in this life, past in a past life, okay? For this to go forward. I hope that this helps. Let me pull the romance angels to get some more guidance on what's going on here, guys. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Okay, new love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Maybe that's kind of why you're the Magician with the Strength. So you're not mourning the loss of what wasn't real, which is the Four of Cups anyway, energy, because maybe you're on to something else. And separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon and very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now, okay? I think that you should take this time for the retrograde, which is supposed to be over November 20th, but there is always, I think, about a 2-week shadow phase before the energies lift completely, okay? So, you know, 1st to 2nd week of December, I would take that time and really meditate. Do the hermit, which is go inside and find out how your soul feels and heal your soul, okay? That's what you need to do. They're in the chariot, they're quick, they want to move, but it's not the right time, okay? All right, I hope you guys have a wonderful November, and check out the dailies, and please like and subscribe and share and all those wonderful things. I will see you soon. Bye.